Hi, it's Thursday, January 27th, 2018. We're going to the park now. I made that open. This is the three boomsticks leading here later. We're able to hear Moni Murder in the bathrooms at Hogsmeade. The birds and the three boomsticks. We just had breakfast at the three boomsticks. Now we're going on the train. I had the American breakfast. It was good. We went at 8:30 so it wasn't that crowded. We just went to the Shrek Theater for a Quidditch debate. We're going back to the expo to get the last puzzle piece. We got the others yesterday.
Made a bridge. Before they could cross, however, they found their path blocked by a hooded figure. It was Death. And he felt cheated because travellers usually drowned in the river. But Death was cunning. He pretended to congratulate the three brothers upon their magic and said that he should earn a prize for having been clever enough to evade him. The oldest brother, who was a combative man, asked for a wand more powerful than any in existence. A wand that must always win duels for its owner. So Death fashioned him one from an elder tree that grew nearby.
Then the second brother, who was an arrogant man, decided that he wanted to humiliate Death still further and asked for the power to recall others from Death. So Death picked up a stone from the riverbank and gave it to him.
Finally, Death turned to the third brother, a humble and wise man. He did not trust Death, so he asked for something that would enable him to go forth from that place without being followed by Death. And Death, most unwillingly, handed over his own cloak of invisibility. In due course, the brothers separated, each for his own destination.
As you can see, the highly trained thespians that make up the Wada troupe are masters in the art of puppetry who've trained long and hard to master the skills necessary to bring the three brothers' puppets to life. The three brothers' raw puppets are manipulated solely by the thespian, and one of the biggest elements in bringing a puppet to life, no matter the time.
We just got out of the puppet demonstration. It was cool. We're back at Hogsmeade. We're going to walk around Island of Adventure. We're sitting at the Q&A now. I think the Q&A is for all the cast they announced last night.
Fun up there, so get your questions ready. We've got our 4 representatives that are going out into the audience now. I see some pretty amazing costumes. If you have a costume on, stand up and be recognized right now. Stand up if you're wearing a costume. Pretty cool, right? So, what is, from a fan perspective, some memorable moments that you've experienced in engaging and having the opportunity to meet some of the fans during, not only during the filming, but events like this?
I guess here you can be wondering, because there isn't any, there's people that are in the Wizarding World that are only able to be dressed as like wizards, or they're not specific characters. So when you do walk through and you see people so specifically dressed in one character, for a minute you do sort of stop and question the reality that you're in. And I think that's what's amazing about the world, that everyone looks at home in the space, and that's pretty cool.
All right, very cool, very cool.
I really like the fact when you sometimes meet fans and you hear their story and you realise how Harry Potter has helped them in some way. Like I met one who was recovering from cancer, and how, I don't know, like the stories have helped to push through, and that's pretty epic. You realise we take it for granted because we're in it, and forget, and then actually like, no, these are powerful stories that have been told by J.K. Rowling.
Definitely. Yeah, that's always a great perspective. I think a lot of the fans out there, once they watch those films, of course, there's so many great characters that you're going to connect with a character and, have your own feelings and what's going on with you. There's so many different changes that happened as you guys were growing up and how you became young adults, and then how you were kind of taken care of through those years and the different characters that you encountered through making the films. So great. It's a great lead off here. We're going to go to the audience now. And speaking of incredibly unique costumes, Jen, who do you have there with you?
I have some friends from Long Island. I have Kate.
My question is for all of you. If you were to be a teacher at a school of witchcraft and wizardry, what subject would you prefer to teach?
What subject would you prefer? What subject would you teach?
Flying.
Flying. Okay, that's always fun. So if you were a professor at Hogwarts, or whatever school you came from, Stanislav, what would be your preferred subject to teach?
PE.
PE.
It would be physical education. I would make them get fit, fly broomsticks. Yeah, these guys, you know, they do jokes and sweets and all candy stuff, and I'll make them work it out.
All right. The filming experience of becoming the shark.
It was great. I felt really powerful and unstoppable in the water. All these mermaids and things were like getting excited, happy around them. It was very intense, you know, filming underwater was very difficult. Well, not when I turned into a shark, just before that. But yeah, I remember we had to have diving lessons and
Yes.
making sounds. Yeah, we had to have diving lessons and we had to act underwater, and they put this rubber thing on my head and they did some testing and I didn't like that. So I was like, let's go up, get some fresh air, and they said, oh no, we're gonna take you to an underwater room. So they had a room they built. But then I got used to becoming a shark and I actually liked it. Special effects on me were better than having like a bubble on my face. So it's good.
All right, thank you so much for that question. Most interesting places you've been or place?
Yeah, we're very lucky to be, as you say, we've been very lucky to go around the world on the company account, which is pretty fun. But I guess you're always always representing Harry Potter, even when you're just on day to day. And one time when the most random time I've ever been recognised actually was I was in Mexico in the Gulf, just on vacation, just swimming out in the ocean, and this lady swam over to me. I mean, she was bobbing around. You're in Harry Potter, weren't you? I was like, yeah, expecting a follow-up. Okay, cool, and just swam off. That was quite a surreal moment. I remember I went to Brazil actually to promote the expansion. So when Diagon Alley was coming out, and that got really crazy and intense. There was a lot of people who were really excited about that. And I was in Sao Paulo, and Sao Paulo were playing a soccer game that day against Corinthians, which is a big rivalry. And I said to our security guys, can we get tickets? He said, oh yeah, we can go. I didn't realise it was basically meeting a guy at the back of the ticket office. Like, and then going into the stadium, which was crazy, but then a few of the guys recognised me. Like, these guys look like real hardcore soccer hooligans, like someone launching fireworks from the game, from their hands to the opposition. And they came over, oh, folks, can we get a photo? That's amazing! So that was pretty obscure, because I thought at one minute I was going to die, and then the next I was their best friend. So it's amazing the power of magic.
Excellent, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, they're not actually who they say they are right now.
It's a really boring answer. No. How boring. No, we didn't. Actually, the way we found out we were going to be friends with George, that's much more interesting. We were... You can't just change the question. Alright. It's better just no, we didn't. I'll explain why, and I'll lead into your... Okay.
I haven't done this before.
We didn't simply because the crew, there was about 300 members of the crew working each day, and you can imagine how expensive it is to make a movie. And so if you were the people caught not doing your job professionally, you'd probably lose your job. You'd also mean that everyone else that has to work longer to be away from their families and everything. So we didn't, for that simple reason. We did once in rehearsal of a Great Hall scene where there's like 500 people in shot. And so we literally just like stood there, and then the other table we stood there, and that was it. But yeah, Wikipedia apparently is not always true. I've had to realise that. So yeah, why isn't Wikipedia always true? I don't know. They didn't do IT, that's why. What was your question? And I was going to answer for a long question. But then how did we become cast as Fred and George, Oliver? Good question, James. Sorry to really hijack your question here. But yeah, so we turned up for the read-through for the first film, so there's, I'd say, 9% of the cast were there, and you sit around a big square table, and you read through the script, so you can gauge, so the guys can gauge how long the film's going to be, stuff like that. And we're sitting there, and the clock's coming down, so we start at 11 a.m, it's 5 to 11, neither of us know who's Fred and who's George. So, we see Janet, the casting director, and say, who's who? So, yeah, you're kidding. No, we really don't. So she walks around the table to where there's Chris Columbus, who's the director, David Hayman, the producer, and J.K. Rowling. And you see them like over the room, and we like to think at the time we're watching this happen, they're just going over this long old boardroom meeting that probably happened in LA beforehand. And then you see Janet go, okay, walks back around and says, right, James and Fred, Oliver, you George. So we don't know, maybe it was just, I don't know, he can be him and he can be him. But yeah, that lasted for 12 years, and until the last film, we didn't really realise that there was much difference between the two characters. But I'm really glad I was George, let's put it that way.
All right, thank you so much.
For your character or for me as a person?
Sloth.
And
why? Yeah, they live like they've got a life. Very chilled out. Yeah. When you cast it, would he like already be doing his like thing, or would it just like?
I would kind of wonder what would be happening for you.
It would just be the slowest Patronus going, right? Yeah.
So you'd be in trouble and be like, wait.
Slop. The life is getting sucked out of me in this guy. It's like, wait there.
The Death Eaters are like,
can we go now?
How about you, James?
I actually did the test and I was given an osprey. But it's like a bird of prey, but I actually messaged J.K. Rowling saying, can I change it for a hedgehog? I'd rather a hedgehog, because we have a couple living in our garden and everything. I thought, mate, he's pretty cool. But I was told, no, this is what you've got, so an osprey is it. So.
Right. Stanislav? Get ready.
No, this is actually good.
Okay.
I would pick a giant tortoise.
A giant tortoise?
Yeah, so
okay.
You can keep your sloth company. Yeah. Walking slow, and the tortoise lives 200 plus years, so I'll have it for long.
That's true. Be there for a very long time. Very creative answer.
And it's protected, you know.
Right.
Shell.
Hard shell. Probably works out.
No soup.
No.
So great, so good. I guess it was always really bizarre reading anything you had to do in the books, because you obviously you were trying to read it as a story and as you would any novel, but at the end of the day, every time your character name came up, it just couldn't help but like pop out of the page. I would say it definitely influenced it, but I think that then suddenly when it does happen, you suddenly realize all of the other clues that quite clearly were leading towards that. So I think it was definitely playing into those elements more so, and just making sure that it was a sort of slow and believable build. But it definitely, it completely transformed the character in the sense of my involvement in in that element of the character, it suddenly elevated her, and selfishly I was like, great, that was fun. So yeah, so obviously, yeah, it massively influenced it. And it was always really strange, because also some elements you get so set on that you loved, and then you'd read the script and it wouldn't be in there. And it was coming to terms with that, knowing that as an actor, you can use all of those scenes in the books to help you, but you're never gonna go through the process of performing that, but it can help you no matter if it gets, you know, to be in the script or not. So yeah, it changed everything.
And now I'm a fifth grade teacher, and the biggest challenge I face with my kids is inspiring them to read instead of spending all of their free time on their electronic devices. Would you mind saying something to my kids about the power of reading?
Are you going to show this to them on an electronic device? But then it could be. You can see why he didn't do his talking yesterday. No, that'd be a great one, because then it's like, right, this is the last one you will see, and now you're going to read it. So it's like, yeah, but we were speaking to some friends today, and they were saying that Potter has helped them get into reading again. And I think that's such an amazing thing about being part of this series, is that the films are, you know, we've done quite an okay job, I guess. But then the backstory in the books as well, when we were filming, we read the book. Although the scene necessarily may not have been in the movie, we could have channeled the backstory during that scene, for example. So definitely the reading has definitely helped, and I don't know whether it's just because I've got older, but I've definitely started reading a lot more.
What ships in the movies and books are your favorites? Relationships.
What are the favorite, let's say it one more time, what are your favorite relationships?
Yes. Like what couples that end up getting together are like your favorite things to ship? Like that you like, or not canon ones that don't get together.
I like Hagrid and the lady. What's that lady? Hagrid.
What was it about that made it?
No, it's just like two outsiders that like find love.
There are several different relationships that had some pretty good, dynamics. You know, there you had a relationship yourself.
That's my favorite.
Yep. Is it? Why is it your favorite, Bonnie?
They're just the two of them as individuals. I just love the two characters so much, and I think there was so much in the book that just never came through into the movies. And I think in all the sort of trauma that he has and experiences, to then find someone who can love him. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because you were kind of opposites. So yeah.
Hold it! Move it in! Right, I'd like to see a final movement as he's there. Just hold that there. No, sorry, come up into your shield position. So you've got him. Drive him down, make him lose the one, drop the one, and then down, stay there. You're not dead. Stand up with me. Action!
The Wand Combat Show was cool. I just called the Ministry of Magic. They only left a voicemail. We're at Louis' Italian Restaurant now. We're going back into Tooth Rooms now. We're back at the hotel now. The shovels were good. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.